The lymphatic system is a network of tissues, organs, and vessels that helps maintaining fluid balance that include water balance and electrolyte balance, defends the body against infection or immune response, and also helps in dietary fat absorption. In this video, we are going to discuss the difference between primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs. The lymphoid organs are classified into primary and secondary based on their roles in the development and function of lymphocytes. Let us understand with examples. The primary lymphoid organs are bone marrow and thymus. So this is a bone marrow. This is a site where B cell production and maturation takes place. And the second one is the thymus. In thymus, T cell maturation takes place. T cells are produced in bone marrow, but maturation takes place in thymus. So, primary lymphoid organs are sites where lymphocytes are produced and mature. The secondary lymphoid organs include lymph nodes, spleen, mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue like tonsils, Peyer's patches, appendix, etc. These are the sites where mature lymphocytes become functional and initiate immune responses. Difference number 2. In primary lymphoid organs like bone marrow and thymus, these lymphocytes proliferates and also undergoes differentiation and maturation to form fully functional lymphoid cells. Whereas in secondary lymphoid organs like spleen and lymph nodes, these lymphocytes are activated and starts division upon encountering with an antigen. Suppose this is a B cell and this is an antigen. This B cell has specific receptors specifically designed to bind to epitopes of an antigen. So upon binding of this B cell to antigenic epitope, this B cell is activated and starts dividing, forming clones of B cells with the same specificity. In secondary lymphoid organs, activation and proliferation of lymphocytes takes place upon encountering an antigen. Difference number 3. In primary lymphoid organs like thymus and bone marrow, there is no direct contact with foreign antigens. As you see, production and maturation takes place in bone marrow and thymus without the involvement of foreign antigens. Only self-antigens are present in these sites. Whereas secondary lymphoid organs, there is direct contact with foreign antigen that stimulates immune response by lymphocyte activation. As we mentioned earlier, this B cell can bind to epitopes of antigens. Upon binding to the epitopes of antigen, this B cell is activated and stimulates immune response by the activation of this lymphocyte. Now regarding the function. Primary lymphoid organs, the primary function is hematopoiesis or production of all blood cells. Takes place in bone marrow, both lymphocytes and other blood cells. The second function is immunoglobulin TCR gene rearrangement. So that happens, this B cell precursors undergo a VDJ rearrangement or recombination to generate diverse B cell receptors that is specific against epitopes of different antigens. And third function is central tolerance, which is a fundamental immunological process that eliminates self-reactive lymphocytes during their development, preventing autoimmune response. So as you see here, in this case, this mature T cells has high affinity for self-antigens, so that these T cells are selected and that is destroyed by apoptosis or programmed cell death. This mechanism ensures immune cells do not attack body's own tissues. The functions of secondary lymphoid organs include antigen presentation. Suppose this is an APC, antigen presenting cells like dendritic cells or macrophages that presents antigen to a lymphocyte like B cell or T cell. Upon activation, here you can see there is B cell 1, B cell 2 and B cell 3. B cell 2 has a receptor that can bind to this antigen. So this particular B cell 2 is activated and this single lymphocyte upon binding to a specific antigen divides or proliferates rapidly, producing genetically identical cells or clones. And this is called as clonal expansion, or that particular B cells is selected to divide and proliferate to form large number of B cell with that specific specificity targeting this particular antigen. And the next step is adaptive immune response. This particular B cell, that is B cell 2 lymphocytes, undergoes differentiation to form plasma cells and memory B cells These plasma cells are involved in secreting antibodies that has specificity towards this antigen, and these antibodies bind to this antigen finally, ensuring its clearance from the system. Memory B cells are also produced, and that is involved in immunologic memory. When the antigen comes for a second time, there will be an enhanced immune response because of the presence of memory B cells. For more details, you can watch our videos on this topic. You can check out our immunology video playlist, simplified versions of different aspects of our immune system. So these are some of the titles. Hope you are benefited from this video. Take care, stay blessed. Thank you so much. You are with biologyexamsforme.com.